All right, and your name and title, please.
Eric Brule, head coach, Jersey Shore Wildcats.
Well, you guys had, was it 32 games now? 32-0?
Yeah, something like that. We don't really count. We're just play, have fun, and try to do the right thing.
Nice hockey showcase here this weekend. What do you think of the arena here in Lockport?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. It makes us jealous. It's beautiful. First class organization. We're very happy to be here and be part of it.
Did you see during the attendance last night, your guys had a pretty good attendance, and then the Express, when they started playing last night, had a lot of people there.
Yes.
And it's a good thing to see for the league, don't you think?
Yeah, it's great. It's great to see. There's definitely a great fan base here in Lockport. We look forward to be here in about a month or so, and we're expecting some great games. It should be fun.
And how's the ice? You guys played on both rinks. So.
Yes, the ice is great. The building's great. Locker rooms, the kids very enjoy it. Coaches enjoy it. So it brings a lot to the table, to the league, and we're like I mentioned, we're glad to be part of it.
We watched your game against Cape Cod today. Nice game, and last night with New Hampshire, it was pretty. You know, one in the west, one in the east. It was a battle of first place.
Yes.
And both teams played really well. I was impressed by how quick both teams are. Would you say that's your main style of play? Is try to beat them all up and down the ice?
We're trying to be a good puck possession team, and the fighting spirit. We got about the same style of hockey, which we've come a long way, even from last year and the year before, where we used to play a lot and facing them in the final, semi-final type thing. So we've come a long way. We approach the game the same way, me and Rod, and it always makes great, exciting games. So it's fun.
All right, well, good. All right, your name and your title, please.
Dan Hodge, head coach, Cape Cod Islanders.
Watched both your games last night and today. I love the uniforms, by the way.
Throwback Bruins.
Yes, I was saying it's kind of like you guys are buzzing around the ice.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Express game that you played last night?
Well, they're a good team. They're very fast. We came off an 8-hour bus ride, not ready, and they came out hard. And their first home game here of the showcase, and they really took it to us. They're a heck of a hockey team, and we weren't ready. We just weren't ready. And they were, before you know, they were up 2-0, and we were chasing them. And it was not a good team to chase. So, that's what it was.
And then just the game you had against Jersey Shore.
Yep.
They're an undefeated team. Yep. You guys are skating right along with them, so they're definitely there's definitely some chinks in that armor over there.
Well, you be 31-0 wherever they are. You got to give them credit. They're a good hockey team. They wouldn't find ways to win, and we played hard. We just couldn't. A couple bad turnovers cost us some goals, and we had plenty of chances. And it was one of those things that they're a good hockey team, and I got to give them all the credit in the world because it's not easy to be 31-0 and carry that weight of that having that over your shoulders every game.
What do you think of them booing their players during warm-ups, during the announcements?
I got no comment. I don't believe in that stuff, but it is what. Hey, if that's their thing, that's their thing, and that gets them feeling camaraderie. That's fine. I never did that when I was playing.
It was a pretty exciting game this afternoon. It was enjoyable to watch.
It was great. It was fun to coach. It was a fun game to coach, and I think Eric could say the same thing. It was a fun game, and it was a good pace. It was no BS. It was all good hockey.
Now, is this your first visit to Lockport?
This is our first time here. Great facility. Unbelievable.
I was going to ask you what you thought about the facility.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, Frank Vecchio and Steve Busey, they've done a great job. The whole Express organization has been awesome. I mean, this is by far the best showcase I believe we've had. We've been doing this for 5-6 years now. This is probably by far the best league showcase we've been involved in.
Well, that's very nice. And your visit in Lockport, did you guys get some good food, or?
We got in last night at 6:30, and then we
played the game.
And back at the hotel by 11:30. So it was kind of a quick night.
And you have another game today.
Play night at 7, against Rock City.
Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
No worries.
Heck of a weekend.
Great weekend.
3 days, 10 teams, 15 games. This past weekend was the showcase. Everyone I spoke with seemed to be very impressed with what was going on here at the arena. Coaches, parents, players. Dan Hodge from the Cape Cod Islanders, he said, of all the showcases we've done, and we've been doing this for about 5 years, this is by far one of the best. Eric Brule of Jersey Shore Wildcats said he was jealous of the facility and the fan base. How do you feel the showcase went from the perspective of the team and the players and fans in the city?
Well, first, I think that from the perspective of our team, we were disappointed in the last game, losing in overtime. But we took 5 out of 6 points this weekend, which I thought was key. The guys did a really good job of staying focused with a lot of different things going on. We asked them to help manage some games when they weren't playing, and they were very respectful with the scouts they talked to and opposing teams. So from the players' perspective and the team perspective, I thought it went great.
I have one pretty important question. There was some confusion over the weekend, and I was asked it several times, and I think we got a couple different answers for it. The game timing, 17 minutes, then 8.5, a break, 8.5, and then 17.
Yep.
What is the format for a tournament game like that?
What happens is in our league showcases, we shorten our games. We normally play 3 20-minute periods, total 60 minutes of hockey. We shorten them in our showcases to 50-minute games, actually 51-minute games. And the reason is if we have teams that play 2 games in a day, we want them fresh, the players fresh for scouts. So we shorten them by 10 minutes of actual game time. And how the clock sets up is so that Point Streak, our live scoring, can actually track the stats accurately. The software programs don't sync up, so we have to adjust the time clock so that the stats are accurate.
The hockey fans in Lockport saw a lot of great hockey this past weekend. There were several games that went down to the wire, some overtime games, and a couple shootouts. The intensity of all the teams and the great hockey had to pique the interest of even the most casual fan. Will the showcase, in your opinion, draw a greater fan base to your games, especially the ones in your immediate future like Rock City and Syracuse?
Yeah, I think it will. I think it kind of puts us on the map that we've got a very good league. It's a competitive league. It's really good hockey. All the teams are tight. And let's face it, the facility is a draw. I mean, there's a lot of buzz about the facility, and people are going to come out and watch some games here.
The Commissioner, Wayne Sheehan, seemed very impressed with the whole weekend, right from the initial press conference on Friday. Do you have anything to say to you about that?
He did. Unofficially, he told me that he would like to have another showcase here. He thought it was run first class. And what he said to me was that we've set the bar a lot higher for everybody else in the league when they host their showcases.
Did you get any feedback from any of the scouts who were here about the arena and the level of play that they saw?
Yeah, the scouts were very impressed with everything, from the arena to the programs to the number of people out watching games. The level of play was higher than they expected. We have 3 players to go skate with the Niagara ACHA D1 team tomorrow night. We have 2 players offered tenders from an ACHA D1 in Pennsylvania. So we got a lot of great exposure from players to the rink to the facility. It was a really good weekend.
Game 3, the heartbreaker in overtime against the New England Stars. It's a Sunday morning, first off, and you have 200 people in your house.
Yep.
It's gotta be pretty impressive for you guys to look up there and see that.
Yep.
And those fans were in it right through the end.
Yes, they were.
And they were pretty loud at the end. What do you have to say about the home crowd for your home team when you have a situation like what happened on Sunday?
Well, I'll tell you exactly what I told the team after the game. Number one, it's disappointing to lose any time, especially in the fashion that we lost the game. We didn't think the officiating was very good, but let's face it, we had chances to close the game out and we didn't do it. Missed 3 empty nets, missed on a breakaway. So the loss is on us, not the officials. However, I told the team in the locker room that they're pretty lucky when they've got over 200 fans here at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning to cheer them on, and you have fans that are giving the refs the business because they thought they did a pretty poor job, and they're willing to stand up for you when you played in this rink for 2 months and you've only been part of the community for 2 months. I told them they're extremely, extremely fortunate to play in this kind of environment.
New England seemed to have a game plan for you that expected your team to retaliate to anything they did and put you guys in the box, and you had 55 minutes in penalties in the game. It's hard to score when you're down a man, but your goaltender, Ryan Kostelnik, he was strong and kept you in the game. You won't likely see that team again this season, but is there something you took away from the game that'll help you get around that style of play?
Yeah, the one thing that we take away is that you have to beat them on the scoreboard, and that's what hurts the most. And so the retaliation stuff when they're playing a chippy game, you have to stay away from it. It's about the team, it's not about individuals. We talk about it all the time. It's a team game. If you want to be an individual, you can play golf, which I love to, but it's a team game. You have to think about everybody else instead of taking that feel-good penalty just because somebody hit you. So we need to stay focused if we see them again in the playoffs.
I'm down a man for that much time. It's kind of hard to play defense for that long because you're taking the brunt of the shots at that point.
Yep.
But your guys defensively stuck together and closed ranks pretty well. And it's got to be discouraging to have that much time in the penalty box and having to go back out there 4-on-5 again.
Yeah, well, the other thing it does too is when you're using your penalty killers a lot, you're not able to roll through your lines. So you have guys that are sitting for a long period of time and they're not getting their legs going. So then when they do have a shift, they really got to take some longer to get going. So it really messes with your chemistry and the flow of your game and what you really want to accomplish shift after shift. I thought being shorthanded as much as we were, we gave ourselves an opportunity to win the game, and we just couldn't close it out.
All right, we had a big showcase here this weekend. What did you guys think when you looked up in the stands on a Sunday morning and saw over 200 people there cheering you guys on?
That was awesome. Yeah. A lot of fans out in a Sunday game. We weren't really expecting that early in the morning. Well, that's pretty cool.
It was great. A great atmosphere. The fans are great. Lockport's actually an amazing city.
And what do you think other teams thought when they saw that there was that many fans for you guys to play?
I think they were all pretty. I think they were surprised and they were kind of jealous of it too, because most barns that we played at this year, there hasn't been that many fans we get here at Lockport at home range. So it's pretty impressive when other teams come here and check us out and they see the amount of support that we get. So I think it's kind of puts us up there in the league standpoint.
Definitely leading the league in attendance. And they gave some lower numbers for the attendance for Sunday's game. They said 152 was definitely over 200. And they missed the gallery up on the top. Does it help you guys knowing when you're playing that there are those people cheering and clapping every time you guys do something?
Oh yeah, definitely brings up the energy.
Yeah, I think
when you hear them cheering you on.
I think everybody on the bench just feels that I feel a little bit more compelled to just do better, not only for themselves and the coaches, but just for the people in the stands, because it's a great hockey city and everybody just wanted it for so many years.
Now the end of the game Sunday, the fans were definitely pretty vocal.
Yeah, definitely.
How was that for you guys?
That was awesome to see. Just to see it there on our side, they were with us the whole way.
They really hit home that we actually. That really showed that we really do have fans here in Lockport. They actually truly are diehards, and they really are supporting us. So it was really great to see.
Anything you guys would like to say to the city of Lockport and the viewers we have?
Thank you.
Thank you. You guys are the
We're going to bring the championship home, baby.
Excellent.
First thing he says.
All right, thanks, guys.